Picked up the new Kia Carnival, I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, look at it. Does it look like a boring old van to you? Hint, it's not a boring old van. Granted, this is the top of the range, Kia Carnival Platinum. It costs a hefty $65,000 before on-road costs. It will fit 8 people and it competes with other people movers like the Volkswagen Multivan, but also the new Hyundai Palisade, which is an actual 8-seat SUV. I drove it away for a long weekend on a girls' trip with my daughters and some friends a few hours out of Sydney. Here's how it did for this week's family review. For a more detailed review, head to the CarsGuide website, and if you're watching this on YouTube, hit subscribe for more videos. This design is a step up more videos. This design with black wheels, a new grille and a brand new shape that is looking more and more SUV-like with a longer nose and a wider body. There are really dark black tinted windows and a flashy textured metallic bit along here. The whole effect is that it looks much more car, much less people mover. Inside has really stepped it up and it feels like you're in a proper SUV in here. Compared to other people movers that tend to look a little like a utilities van, this is next level. There are artificial leather seats, but to be honest, until I read that, I didn't even register that they might not be real leather. The steering wheel isn't leather either, but it still feels good. I can confirm the seats are comfortable over a long drive. Sometimes I get a bit of an achy hip when I do long distances in cars, but this has a 12-way power adjustable seat for the driver, so all good. There is a 12.3-inch multimedia screen that connects with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto via a USB cord. It actually works seamlessly, which I found isn't always the case with CarPlay and Android Auto, but this one works really well. I listened to music via Spotify and navigated with the Maps app. You can also connect 2 phones via Bluetooth with this car, and it's got 7 USB ports throughout the car. The center console is well designed, and especially if you compare it to other vans, some of which don't even have a center console, this looks really good. There are some high gloss accents and it definitely feels like you're more in a car. It compares more to Hyundai's new Palisade than it does to other vans. There are 2 cup holders in the front and a really nifty little spot here for your phone. It just fits perfectly. You also have a wireless charger for your phone, a spot for your keys, another spot here. So there's lots of storage, especially for a long road trip when you're going to need extra pockets to put things. A large center storage bin that fits almost lying down in there. Plus there are bottle holders and storage in each door. Space is so good in the front seats. It is extremely wide. There is loads of room for legs and headspace, even with the sunroofs in here. It just feels like a living room. There's a Bose sound system in here, so you can turn your music up and have a good sing-along in the car, which we definitely did on the way down. It's also got some atmospheric background noise, so you can have calm ocean waves, rainy day, open air cafe, a warm fireplace, and a snowy village. Who doesn't want atmosphere while they're driving? There is so much room in this car. Let me take you through. Firstly, the doors open with a button on the keys, which my kids just thought was insanely good. They love doing it themselves. Secondly, you can pretty much, they can walk in here standing up. They're age 7 and 9. It's like a room that they can kind of get changed in and stuff. It's like having a little house on wheels, which is very handy. It's got a much lower floor than SUVs, including the Hyundai Palisade, so it just feels a lot more spacious. The second row slides forwards, first of all to give more space to back row passengers if you need it, and also to let those passengers into the car. All 6 seats in here are actually really comfortable. We had 2 kids in here and 2 kids in there, no complaints at all. The middle row gets 2 cup holders in this center console. There are air vents on the roof and their own climate control back here. It's quite breezy all the way through. Back row passengers get 2 cup holders each, plus the 2 when this bit slides forward. You've also got directional air vents in here so it doesn't feel stuffy, but note the windows do not open. I can sit properly forward with my knees facing the front. I'm 161 centimeters or 5'3". If you need more room, because the headspace is quite tight even for me, you can actually push the middle row forward. The boot is so deep. You can stack loads of things on top of each other. It's got a very deep floor. With the third row in use, there is a huge 1,139 litres of space. So you could fit a pram standing up. As you can see, we've got suitcases in there standing up. With the third row down, it jumps to a whopping 2,461 litres of space. You can pretty much fit anything you like in there. It's the driving that steals the show in the Kia Carnival Platinum. It drives much like a good SUV with a very smooth drive. It's got a powerful engine. This one is the petrol version, so there's a 3.5 litre 6-cylinder engine. There is also a diesel engine on offer for an extra $2,000 if you'd prefer diesel. It feels so great to drive on the open road. There's no shaking, there's no loose feeling. It handles really well. You feel confident overtaking. And to be honest, it just feels a lot more solid than people movers have for me in the past, and even some SUVs. This car actually drives a lot better. The steering is easy to turn. It's not too heavy on takeoff, and I really enjoyed driving it for the 3 hours there and back to our long weekend away. Fuel consumption is a claimed 9.6 litres per 100 Ks, and I averaged 8 litres per 100 Ks. That was doing mostly highway driving. Parking is not too bad in the Kia Carnival either, given the size. It is extra long and it can stick out of some car parks, just so you're aware, lengthways. The steering is so easy to turn though, and there is a really great reverse parking camera that also has a 360-degree view, and that gives you that top view, so it's quite good to manoeuvre into a park. Safety is paramount for me as a mum, and especially when I'm driving other people's kids around for a long drive. It's something that's always in the back of your mind. But the Kia Carnival, even though it's yet to be assessed by ANCAP, it appears to fit the bill. For advanced safety, there is blind spot monitoring and lane keep assist, which will literally turn the wheel for you around corners. And that takes some getting used to. To be honest, I'm not quite sure that I like it all that much yet. Maybe I'll get used to it at some point in the future. For other advanced safety, there's auto emergency braking with pedestrian, cyclist and junction protection, rear cross traffic alert and smart cruise control. You will get ISOFIX points on 5 of those 6 back seats and top tether points on 5 of the 6 back seats, which is an improvement over the last model, and it really makes it a family car. There are airbags for driver and front passenger and side curtain airbags that extend all the way to the 3rd row. The Kia Carnival was such a practical car to drive, especially this weekend when I was going away with the girls and we had extra kids in the car. It drives really well. It has good safety and technology, and it looks stylish, and it's looking less and less like a people mover, which is just the cherry on top. I gave it a family rating of 8.2 out of 10, and my kids gave it the same. Vans are their favourite cars. Like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel or click through to our website.